Starmen Podcast.
Hello and welcome to another Starman Debates. I'm your host, Devin. With me is Billy and Cody.
Woo! Hey, everybody.
And guys, we're going to look at the converting of other media into movies. And if there's time, probably converting other media into games.
Yeah.
So, we're first going to look at turning books into movies, because that's a popular...
Oh, yeah. But the thing is you can't get fans like books who find out they're gonna happen movies are all excited, then they change everything. It's like, well, they can't. It's how to make the actual pay the film really.
Yeah. So, yeah, everyone always says that the book is better than the movie.
Yeah.
And there's a good reason for this, as you're trying to say, Billy, is that, yes,
Sorry.
one, time constraints prevent from using every scene in the book.
Yeah.
And two, sometimes the book is written in a way that the writer has an imagination of what the scene is.
Yeah.
And it's different interpretations for everyone else who reads that scene.
Yeah. No, that's.
So it's up to the director to try and interpret a scene, and maybe it's not the way you envisioned it when you read it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still, though, with the right writers and right director, you can make a pretty decent adaptation to the books.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
actually, I will say, yeah, one of the ones when they adapted New Soldiers,
Yeah.
because that was a book that was written based on the battle.
Yeah.
So
I'll say The Lord of the Rings did a really good job of itself.
Mm-hmm.
And was Star Wars... It was a book before, no?
No.
nope.
Okay, so it was a book after. Never mind that. Because I remember having a novel of Star Wars.
Yeah.
So, shut my mouth up. And then also there's the whole... Some directors take creative liberties with some of the work.
Oh yeah,
And this is usually where you get into some very bad territory.
Yup.
they create Louis and piss off the fans.
Yep.
That is for sure.
Michael Bay would be one.
No, the Transformers.
Transformers, almost the Ninja Turtles.
Yes.
Until the fans he got enough fan backlash, so he's like, okay, maybe I shouldn't do that.
Yeah. It's like, just remember, kids. It's like we turtles on Earth. Now that was space.
Michael Bay.
Congrats, Michael Bay. You made yourself into a laughing stock.
Also, going back on the book before we move off of that, how many writers or directors do you think actually read the whole novel?
Ooh.
Or just got the cliff notes of it?
Most likely just Cliff Notes.
A lot of it feels like they just got the cliff notes and
Yeah.
built on that.
Yeah.
You can tell the difference between a really well done movie where the director either really loved the novel
Yeah.
and it inspired him, or he read the novel at least, and then the guy who took the cliff notes and ran with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, of course, everyone's waiting for this one. The video games turn to movies. Why can't we make a video game movie that's good?
Back was almost everyone takes the whenever they charge in the video games and the movies, they take their own liberties with them and not.
Yeah. It always feels like they never looked at the source material. They just kind of heard of it, the source material.
Yeah.
Or my favorite joke is always the Mario Bros. Movie. If someone had a stack of all the information from Mario Bros., but on the way to the director, he dropped the stack and in a hurry grabbed as many pages as he could and ran with it, but was missing so much more information.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, well, it's about these two brothers, and they fight a dinosaur thing, and there's a princess. And Goombas are a thing. I don't know what they are, because the page is missing, but...
And something called Yoshi.
Yeah, there's a Yoshi, which is another dinosaur, but it's a friendlier dinosaur that eats everything.
I could just imagine them explaining this at a meeting and just getting this look.
No one can see your freaking
It's
face.
like the confused look.
Yeah. I don't know how many times I have to explain to you we're an audio podcast.
Yeah, well, video.
Slow learn.
I don't think the audience can handle like a video podcast yet.
No. We just don't have the recording equipment. But no, yeah, it just feels like someone dropped these notes on the floor.
And then spilled something all over them.
Yeah. And then, like, Mortal Kombat. For Mortal Kombat, I give them passes because they are still fun to watch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
They're just...
Not
One, it's a fighting game, so there's... How much story can you really pop in of a fighting game?
Yeah, like, you make like a modern kung fu movie, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, these two meet in the corridor and have to fight. Why? Because, well, in the game they would fight. But what is their motives? There is none! It's a fight to the death for no reason.
It's a crazy fight to the death tournament.
Yeah. That's the only reason you need to know is that they're in a fight to the death tournament and these are arranged fights. Okay, that explains Mortal Kombat 1. Mortal Kombat 2, why is everyone fighting? To save the world. Okay?
Jesus.
And then it's like, well, how can we incorporate animalities? Animalities are pretty cool. I don't know, Godzilla kaiju scene at the end.
I forgot about that.
Everyone tries to wipe that from their memories.
Oh.
But I will never forget.
Oh.
That, secondly, for older video games at least, there's no voice acting.
Yeah.
So it's very hard to cast someone who doesn't have a voice.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
And with that, because there's no voice, there's no personality attached to them. So, again, trying to get the character traits out of... I'm still looking at Mortal Kombat here.
yeah.
Yeah.
it was-
'Cause if you're going by the manual, there's not much for each fighter. Like, you knew John Cable was a movie star, Sonya worked in the military.
Yeah, it was like military agent or whatever.
Raiden was the thunder god, but then we're getting into Liu Kang, who was just a Shaolin warrior.
Yeah.
And then Scorpion and Sub-Zero were just different ninja clans.
Yeah.
Which apparently were warring, but were still on the same side of the bad guys because bad guys took over both clans, I guess.
Yup.
And no, like, you give them, like, props for Mortal Kombat. I'll give props a little bit to Resident Evil.
Okay, I will give props to the Resident Evil
Yeah.
movies because they just decided to go their own way
Yeah.
at a point.
Yeah.
Keep some of the source material and everything, but make it your own story.
Yeah, no,
Don't try to copy the games.
Yeah, that's what I enjoy about it. It's like they throw in, like, the game characters,
Yeah,
but then they just made their own story, which was really good.
yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
And, like, and even when they throw in, like, the creatures from games, I always agree that they did a good job with them.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Like the Tyrant from in the third Resident Evil movie.
yeah. So no, like, that's one way of doing it. Is either just take the characters and write your own story, but that doesn't always work.
No.
Double Dragon will tell you that. And
And little Debbie Jr. was so happy.
to rent that movie because I loved Double Dragon as a kid, and then
He puts it in and Devin's first swear word. What the hell was that?
Well, when the opening scene of Double Dragon is you watch your girlfriend get punched in the stomach and then carried off by a group of bad guys, and that doesn't happen at all in the movie, you know you're in for a different movie.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, first 5 minutes of the scene, I expect someone to be gut punched and carried off.
When it doesn't happen,
You're
little
like,
Devin was pissed.
oh, little Debbie Jr. was like, okay, what's going on? So what's their motivation? Oh no, it's like Bill and Ted's Karate Adventure at that point.
Oh, this movie sounds bad.
Like, you're laughing, but like, if you looked at it, the similarities to the main characters as Bill and Ted. Someone at home's going, yeah, Devin gets it. Devin knows.
Yeah.
I half want to watch this just to.
Oh, watch it for the train wreck that it is. I recommend definitely just to watch it for the train wreck it is.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Alright, so here's one for you. Like anything turned into musicals, like movies, like non-musical movies in like musicals.
Okay, what do you have for an example? Because I don't know.
Beetlejuice.
Oh yeah, Beetlejuice. Wait, what?
Yeah.
What?
No, like I'm not sure how long it lasted, but there was a Broadway musical, and it was in preview when I was down in Manhattan.
Okay.
Huh.
I mean, I can see it though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because Beetlejuice, the musical scores from Beetlejuice are by far one of the better things about Beetlejuice.
Oh yeah. I mean, because I found like movies that adapted from like that you never thought would be a musical.
Yeah.
Another one, Toxic Avenger.
Yep.
I'm like, wow. And I remember, like, one of the documentary they was, the guys who created the musical thought Lloyd Kaufman was going to turn everything down. Then he's like, oh, I love it, let's do it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm gonna flip-flop the script a bit
Okay.
because we were kind of talking about this, but movies turned into books.
Ooh, yeah. It can expand on the movies.
It can definitely expand on the movies if it's done right.
Yeah.
If it's copied word for word what the scene is from the movie, why aren't you watching the movie?
Yeah. Because, I mean, like, when they put out all the Star Wars books,
Yeah.
like, I had Jedi Apprentice, I had a Han Solo book.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, no, there's books that just expand on the universe. But I'm talking like you buy Star Wars the novel, which is just, it takes place at the same time as Last Hope. Or
New Hope.
Or New Hope. Wow.
You
It's
know,
been forever since
Yeah.
I've seen the original trilogy, so please forgive me.
yeah, no, like, they copy, like, word for word.
Yeah.
Because I know, like, because they had when the special edition movies came out, they put, like, condensed books out.
Yeah.
Like, I had them.
Oh, yeah. No, I remember my grandmother having this whole stack of different movie books, like just books that were written from the movie. Like Jaws was one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think that was, actually, Jaws was a book for the movie.
This was the movie rendition, because I
Really?
can tell. There probably was. Jaws was probably a novel before,
Yeah.
but then this was a novel of the book that was a
novelization
novel.
of the movie Jaws.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because I remember reading it, and it was basically scene for scene what Jaws was on the screen,
Oh wow.
Oh, nice.
but done way more boringly.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Now, the scary thing would be is if you saw a video game turned into a book.
or I'd be like that, Cody.
Well, technically, Resident Evil was turned into a book. Oh, video game turned into a book. Never mind.
Yeah, not the movies.
Oh no, the games were turned into a book too.
Yes. I was actually trying to allude to this, so thank you, Cody. Resident Evil, Halo.
Yeah.
If we're going into Japan, The Legend of Zelda is a manga, as well as a bunch of other video game series.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Dragon Quest is on there, and StarCraft is on. Yeah. So, yeah, it is doable.
Yeah.
Because again, it does expand into the universe, especially when it's a one-off game where there's no sequel or prequels to it.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And if you're a diehard fan, it is kind of nice to dive in and know more about, the world. Like, I know the Halo books explain how the Master Chief program works, how they train him to be the soldier that he is.
Yeah, you're like, how the hell did you become this?
Yeah. It's called the Spartan program. And if you know Spartans from Greek history, it's basically that except for in space. I'm sorry, you were going
Oh, so no. Oh, so I thought.
Oh, darn.
Yeah, that really happens, but.
Alright. So, let's look at the video game side of things now, since we've done movies.
Yeah.
Books and comics that were turned into video games.
Parasite Eve is one. It was based on a book.
I'm making a game now for everyone. If every time Cody mentions Parasite Eve in an episode, take a shot.
Yeah, this is gonna be a new drinking game.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm sorry, just facts.
Yeah. It seems like you find a way to work Parasite Eve in almost every episode we do.
Yeah.
It's almost impressive.
I know, like.
Hey, this time it was just luck.
Bullshit! Bullshit! Oh, I'm
let's
coming
get-
down with something.
Let's get back on track, because this is a main debate.
Yeah.
So yeah, Parasite Eve is one. Comic books, there's always Batman, Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the Arkham games.
The Arkham games is one.
Yeah.
But they aren't taken exactly from the comics. They just took Batman and
Yeah.
put him in a new situation.
Yeah.
And the same with the like
Oh, yeah.
the way they do comic book video games is it is based off the character from the comic book,
In their own, like, original
but
story.
yeah, in their own original story.
Yeah.
Because I know when they had the original Spider-Man movie game.
Yeah,
Which, love that.
boy, that's a lot of media crossing.
Yeah, especially when it came out a week before the movie came out.
Yep, that was dumb.
Yeah. It's like,
Oh wow.
like I remember what, like,
Hey, you want to go watch Spider-Man? No, I already played it.
Yeah.
They'd be like, "What the hell are you going on about?" And then he just showed them the game.
So, let's look at movies turned into games now.
Okay.
Because these don't go well either.
Oh no.
Honestly, I think I've only ever played one good game based off of a movie.
Which is,
Ghostbusters.
which Ghostbusters?
Oh.
The-
The 2011 one or the
yeah.
Okay.
2009? No, 2009 one. Where it was like Dan Aykroyd, Bill Murray, and all them back.
Okay. Yeah, okay, I can see it. Because I know the NES one wasn't anything really
Nope.
great.
If all the spelling errors were any indication.
Yeah, you weren't supposed to see that screen.
The Evil Dead games are fun.
The Evil Dead games are fun for like a top-down shooter. Or sometimes they're first person, aren't they?
I don't know. No, they weren't top down. They were just third person.
Or third person. I'm sorry. But no, I agree. From what I've seen of them, they look pretty fun.
Yeah, well, yeah, especially when they got Bruce, right?
Yeah. Once you get Bruce Campbell to actually sign off on your game for Evil Dead, you know you got a good game.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
But like stuff like the Batman movie turned into a game. Batman Forever on the Super NES was not great.
No.
And boy, they took some creative liberties on that game.
I
don't remember Riddler being bulky and Hulk-like.
Yeah, like, wow, here we got on the roids.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the like Demolition Man, like Lethal Weapon.
Yeah, none of those.
Tracy.
Yeah. Yeah, Dick Tracy was super hard.
Lieutenant Dr. Rabbit.
Yeah. I mean, I got to the last boss on that, but then I could not figure out how to beat him. And I looked up a guide online. It's like, you beat him the way you beat him in the movie. And I watched that scene in the movie. I was like, that doesn't help at all. What am I supposed to do? I know there's probably something dumb and stupid that I was supposed to do, and I'm just never clued in.
But
cool world.
I could not even get through the first level of that.
I was like, this game is weird.
Alright, before we finish up here, we got one last subject, and that is obscure things turned into video games and movies. And first of all, is creepypastas turned into movies.
Yeah.
We're looking at the Slender Man movie.
yeah.
And I think Slender Man is now just too hyped for its own good.
Yeah.
I read the creepypasta, and then the best series I can recommend is Marble Hornets for if you want a Slender Man kick.
Yeah.
The Slender Man movie I watched, I was not too impressed with.
Mm-hmm.
I watched it too, and it was like, meh.
Yeah, that's like I got a few starts there, but nothing like that would I'd classify as scary or long lasting.
Yeah, I didn't find it that scary either.
Yeah. The other thing is we're gonna look at mascots
Oh,
real
God.
quick. Because, you know, the 7-Up logo needed a freaking video game.
Oh, yes. It definitely, like, there's no doubt about it. Needed its own video game.
Oh, God. And Cheetos.
Oh, oh my God.
And the Noid.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I'm still hung up with the A&W Bear game.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
It'd be Root Beer Tapper, would it not?
Huh?
It'd just be a Root Beer Tapper style game, would it not?
Huh?
You don't know what Root Beer Tapper is? It's that one where you're like the barkeep and you throw the beer or down the table and you gotta catch the patrons before they reach the end of the bar.
Oh, Burger King?
There was. Sneak King.
Yeah, no, that's what I was referring to. Like,
Yeah. I also like that he was a unlockable or a corner coach for Fight Night Round 3, I think.
oh, yeah.
Like,
Just
like you had like a rough round, you're just sitting there like beat up. He's like holding a burger.
I-
It's like, no, man, I don't want a burger.
I can't, I think my jaw's busted.
I can't chew or I can't move my mouth at all, man.
Because,
And McDonald's had video games.
yeah.
Damn it. Glad I never played these abominations.
No, they were, as you would expect, just marketing ploys.
Oh, yeah, no.
Buy burgers, buy burgers.
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Have you craved a burger yet? Are you bugging your parents to go to McDonald's?
Nope, then keep doing it.
Keep playing. But with that, guys, that's all the time we have. Thank you all for watching. I'm Devin.
Billy, dig it.
Cody, peace out.
Have a good one, guys.